everyone, that's right. We do have one last spooky beer to review here. It's Herman Monster. I picked this up the weekend of Halloween, and we had already filmed all of our spooky week prior to that. So we're gonna review it now, and I'll try and get this out shortly after Halloween. Herman Monster is a bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout with anise, cinnamon, Tahitian, and Madagascar vanilla beans. Want to guess the alcohol on this, if you didn't already look at the back earlier?
Yeah. Well, no, all I saw was Herman Monster.
So just don't look at the back.
Bourbon barrel aged?
Yes. Imperial Stout.
Ooh.
Bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout.
14.8.
Alright, we'll see what you think after we taste it. On the back, the blurb says, "Oh goody! We brought this monstrous creation to life just in time for spooky season. After laying our fan-favorite Monster Stout to rest in bourbon barrels, including some barrels used for 2022's Vanilla Villain and Vanilla Villain Reserve, we treated good old Herman with anise, cinnamon, bark, and Tahitian and Madagascar vanilla beans for terrifyingly delicious flavor. Dare you give it a try?"
Can I see the front, or is the ABV on the front?
It's on both.
Oh, I like the colors. My favorite color is green.
Same.
It's cool. Okay,
yeah, I think this sounds good. I'm a little worried about the anise. I do love black licorice, and for those of you who don't know, anise gives black licorice its flavor. So it worries me a little bit because I think it's just gonna overshadow the cinnamon. It's gonna overshadow both vanillas in here.
Yeah, maybe. But there's a way to do it correctly, so maybe they know. I mean, obviously they know that licorice could be an overpowering flavor, and you can be an overpowering flavor, so maybe they did it right.
They say they put the vanilla beans in here. I wonder if they just mean when they put some of this into barrels used for Vanilla Villain and Vanilla Villain Reserve. But I doubt it. Interesting, I think when it says fan favorite stout, Black Tuesday was probably used as the base for this. And they added all the things to it, vanilla. I'm pretty excited for this. I hope we get just a touch of that anise with some nice cinnamon and vanilla. But nevertheless, I mean, if you're scared to drink the beer, it's spooky season still. So, it could be one last trick.
Or it could be a treat.
Let's find out. Oh, right, but of course we gotta peel this thing back off the cap.
I feel like if the anise was gonna be strong, they would market this as a licorice stout.
Like a black licorice stout?
Yeah. So hopefully it's not gonna be that strong because I don't like licorice.
A lot of people don't like black licorice, and it's understandable. I like it, but when I eat it, it's like the only thing you can eat. Is that flavor just really takes over your mouth.
I don't like black licorice or red licorice.
Really? I love red vines. Red vines are better than Twizzlers. I don't care what anyone says, red vines way better than Twizzlers. And those big long red ropes you get at baseball games, better than everything. But let's open this beer.
Why have a Twizzler when you can have a Snickers?
I'm gonna pour this beer, and there's the cap. I bent it a little bit, I'm sorry. Hopefully it'll still work for the collection.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it again.
Do my best. What color do you think this is gonna be?
Black. Black.
Not as viscous as I thought it would be.
What color do you think this is gonna be? Ooh, smells like even more Jesus.
I have let this warm up. This was gently chilled in the fridge, but let it warm up, try and get all those flavors come out of here.
Gently chilled.
Gently chilled. It's still a little cold.
Ooh, cold!
Here we go. Let's go to the nose.
Oh my god, it smells so good.
It smells like a really good bourbon barrel aged stout.
So good.
Well, they did use Black Tuesday as the base, and that video has not come out yet, but you did have your first taste of Black Tuesday and Reserve and Grand Reserve a while ago.
I feel like the brewery really gives Bottle-Logical Red for its money in the stout department. When I first started drinking at the brewery, I always thought, okay, they're sours. They know how to do sours.
Their sours are really, really, really good.
And they are. But they really know how to do stouts, too. I was talking to my boss about the brewery because he knows I live around here, and I said, you know what, they have great sours, but you gotta go there for a stout. And he said, I will go there for a stout. So if you like stouts and sours like me, the brewery where it's at.
You know, this smells like fundamental observation from a bottle logic. You get that vanilla and that bourbon barrel aged note on the nose, and that's what it reminds me of.
I see that. Yeah, for sure. I get alcohol in here, but it's not bad.
Well, it smells great. Well, it tastes just as good.
Yes. Yes. It will. It
Oh
does.
boy.
That is a lot more alcohol than I thought, friends.
What was your initial guess again?
It's 14 something. This is like 15 and a half.
This tastes good. I mean, if Black Tuesday uses the base, this is what that reminds me of, Black Tuesday. Black Tuesday does have a big ABV on it. It does vary from year to year, but it usually is pretty high. Before I reveal the alcohol content, I'm just gonna give a few more thoughts on this. You get that vanilla. I don't get any anise. I do get a tiny bit of cinnamon, just enough to give it a little bit of that spice. I think the anise is more so working with the cinnamon to give it a little bit of spice, and then with the alcohol to give you a little bit of that tongue numbing sensation.
Yeah, now that we've reviewed a lot more pumpkin spice beers, I feel like spices really make me feel like there's a lot more alcohol in the beer, because it's a kick and it's really attacking your tongue, kind of.
Yeah.
Like alcohol, but like a shot of tequila or vodka or anything like that, it really attacks your tongue. I feel like that's what spices do. So that's exactly what the anise is doing in here. I feel like you're right. You're 100% right with that.
So, your amended alcohol percentage, you said, was 15...
15 and a half, 15.5.
This is a 15.9% beer.
Whew! Wow.
Nearly 16%.
Jesus.
When we reviewed the Black Tuesdays, they got up to really high percentages. I hope to have those videos out soon. But this is super good.
This is really tasty, and I know that I upped my ABV because I could tell, but it's not crazy. Like, if you're, okay, obviously if you're drinking a stout from the brewery, you know, a bourbon barrel aged Imperial stout, you know that you're gonna get a big ABV. But this isn't wild, like, okay, I take one sip and I'm fucked. Like, you know, like, it's not, it's not anything that's attacking you. Yeah. It's good, it's smooth, you can taste the alcohol, but it's not an attack.
Yeah, and as usual with, you know, stouts from the brewery, if you want to end your night, drink a whole bottle by yourself. I've done it before.
No.
I know Brett's done it before.
Okay.
That'll do ya.
No.
That'll do ya.
No.
You want to go to a party, you don't trust what they have, just bring a bottle of this. Pour yourself in your little cup.
Oh my god, you're wild. Maybe because you probably have like, what? You think you have like 75 pounds, 50 pounds on me? You can do that. There's no way. There's no way.
I have done it before with Black Tuesday. But yeah, super good stout. Great way to end spooky season. It had us just enough scared of that anise to make us really kind of, you know, question our decisions in tasting this. But pleasantly surprised, honestly, guys. Really good vanilla. I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
1 out of 5.
You know what? I think I'm missing a bit more vanilla forwardness to it. I'm missing a little bit more cinnamon flavor from it. Because for me, it's just that typical Black Tuesday flavor that really is in the forefront.
So what I'm hearing is you hate Black Tuesday. Gotcha. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.75.
1 out of 5.
I'll give it a 5. I'll give it a 5. Perfect.
I feel trapped.
No,
I
don't
think
feel trapped.
I was trapped into that.
No, don't feel trapped, because I get the vanilla. I don't think you're supposed to taste the anise. I really don't.
I think it's part of that tongue numbing
because
experience.
people cook with anise, they cook with star anise and stuff like that, and I think it's just supposed to accentuate the other flavors, and it does.
I think it does, yeah.
So maybe give it a 5.
4.5, I'm gonna stick with it, but super good stout. I mean, anything above a 4, honestly, is just good. We've had so many good stouts that it's just, there's the really bad ones and the really good ones, and then everything in between is really hard. But this is up there with the really good ones.
This is a good one.
Really good.
This is a really good one.
Really good.
So I'm saying the brewery is really giving Bottle Logic a run for its money. I feel like if the brewery was closer, I think I'd be there all the time. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not close to me. It's 9 minutes away, and Bottle Logic is 7 minutes away. So, whatever. But the brewery knows what they're doing.
They do, and so if you have the opportunity to try out a Black Tuesday, a Herman Monster, something from the brewery, I recommend you do so if you want a good bourbon barrel aged stout. We hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, it helps us out. Tickle the bell icon, it'll giggle and let you know when we upload new videos. But until then, we're the Brewers, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.
He fell asleep. Good night. Bye. Good night. Just turn your phones off now, because no one's getting up to stop this video.